Guys, I can't take it anymore. I've been here for an entire hour in this boiling hot magma, and I'm just completely worn out. I don't understand how the people over beside the magma are just chilling there, and they have been doing so for almost an entire decade. Man, I need a vacation. Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Raved, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale's Darkness. Today is March 13th at the time of recording this, and you know what that means, everybody? Today is the day where all of the submissions for Pidgeot and Arcanine's nickname suggestions will finally be shown on video. Now, there are a lot, for Arcanine, there were a lot of different suggestions, and there was a common one that I feel like I was going to do just because of peer pressure issues, but I found one that I felt would be very, very good. And as for Pidgeot, not a whole lot of people really considered giving Pidgeot all the love that Arcanine got, but I decided to go ahead and give Pidgeot, or rather just get someone who got a decent idea about Pidgeot, and I felt like it would look really nice. So first off, let's go ahead and begin with Arcanine, the fan favorite. So right now, I would like to go ahead and first give an honorable mention to all of you who suggested that common nickname. The common nickname was Smokey. Now, none of you really suggested why it should be nicknamed Smokey, but from what I'm at least assuming, or at least what my whole mind tells me, Smokey would be relevant to Arcanine completely smoking every single one of its enemies. With its flamethrower, its fire blast, its super high attack or special attack stat with that modest nature, and it would be a very nice and fitting nickname for Arcanine and how well Arcanine's performed so far in the LP. But first, or rather right now, I found a nickname that I felt would be a lot better, just because it goes deeper into Arcanine's origin and the history of Arcanine himself. Arcanine's final nickname was suggested by Joe Frederick, and he decided on the nickname Legend. Now, the reason behind the nicknaming of Legend is because it dates all the way back to the first couple of episodes of the Pokemon anime, all the way back in the early 2000s. And what it says here is that he was originally meant to be a legendary. It can be seen in the first couple of episodes of the anime in Season 1 from a certain square that shows four Pokemon. The first three being the legendary birds of Gen 1, which were Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos, and a fourth one which was depicted to be Arcanine. And for some reason, they decided to make Arcanine legendary there, and now it is a regular Pokemon, which I believe would have been very fitting. But another thing because of that, and why I want to be nicknamed Legend, is just because Arcanine has been dominating like crazy whenever it gets sent out on the battlefield. So I believe he is a legend not only in the minds of the people who started making the Pokemon anime, but also a legend in our Let's Play team. So its nickname is finally going to be Legend, and honestly, I feel like that's very, very nice. Keep treating your Legend with love and affection. You bet your wrinkly old ass will. Wow. Let's go ahead and start nicknaming Pidgeot, shall we? Now, a lot of you didn't necessarily care that much about Pidgeot, but the ones who did, I sincerely thank you. It was a little bit hard coming up with the proper nickname for Pidgeot, since I'm not going to lie, some of the nicknames for Pidgeot were rather generic and But first, I want to go ahead and give an honorable mention to Pidgeot once again. And it is from Joe Frederick once again. Thank you very much for your inputs on both Arcanine and Pidgeot. It really means a lot to me. And even though this one I wanted to make it the one to nickname, I still decided that just the name in general wouldn't sound that good unless it had a different type of synonym of sorts. So the nickname that Joe Frederick decided for Pidgeot would have been Early Hope, because not only in Pokemon X and Y, but also in the original Pokemon Red and Blue all the way back in 1996. You could obtain a Pidgey very early on in the game, and Pidgey is the first form of Pidgeot, obviously. It goes from Pidgey to Pidgeotto to Pidgeot. We did not see it in Let's Play because Pidgeotto was introduced to us as a Pidgeotto, obviously. We didn't get to see Pidgey before, so that's the reason behind it. So for all of you who were confused whether or not Pidgeotto had a pre-evolution. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, every single time that I played through Pokemon Red and Blue, I would always get a Pidgey because it is a very good Pokemon once fully evolved. So Early Hope, I really like the symbolism behind that name, but I found one nickname that I feel would be suited better, just because it sounded a little bit better. But Joe Frederick, you are very, very, very appreciated for the nicknames you have suggested so far for not only Arcanine, but Pidgeot as well. So for the nicknaming of Pidgeot, I decided to go ahead with Athena, because not only is Athena a female goddess, but it also does stick with the whole theme of just Poseidon, Athena, just being gods in general, or Greek gods in general. And this was suggested to me by Dark the Wolf. Now, he said that he wanted Pidgeot to be nicknamed Athena because Sky Attack looked like it was reaching towards the heavens, and I found it to be very nice. And honestly, when you try and give me a comment and you give me a nickname suggestion that's based off of one of my favorite 2-turn attacks in the entire history of Pokemon ever, I can't say no. So Athena is Pidgeot's final nickname. So now that that's done, you may think that we may go back to Citadark Isle right now, right? Wrong! This vacation is only just beginning because at long last, now that our Pokemon are of a decent level, I can finally go to Realgam Tower and enjoy the last entertainment thing that they have to offer, which is the Tower Coliseum. I've been meaning to show this off ever since we first got introduced to Realgam Tower, but if you remember, I kept mentioning how if we tried back then, all the trainers over in the Tower Coliseum would completely whoop our ass. And now, even though our team at the moment isn't really all like above level 40, honestly, I feel like we can submit and at least survive one entire game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and enter the Realgam Coliseum. I'm going to be starting out with Snuggles and Aggravation, so let's see how that works. And I would like to get Aggravation level 42 as soon as possible, because for all of you who do know what happens, well, you'll see for yourself. Let's go inside this pod that honestly looks like a pill, and it will never ever stop looking like some pill going through some kind of like tube or whatever, just kind of like those bank capsule tubes that they have sometimes on the drive-thrus. But anyways, the Tower Coliseum. We can finally come here. Well, after Pokemon Coliseum, you could go here in Pokemon Coliseum, but it was for the final areas of the game, in which I said the quote-unquote Elite Four. So because of that, the Realgam Tower has been open to the general public, and the Tower Coliseum now serves as the highest level Coliseum that you can fight in Pokemon XD. Alright, Bodybuilder Afton. You're going to be starting out Celia and Swalot? Honestly, that is perfect. If Aggravation was sent out first, alright, good, I was right. Aggravation and Snuggles. Okay. Now, I know exactly what I want to do right now. Aggravation, Earthquake on these two because Swalot would take a lot of damage. As for Celio, I would predict around half. And honestly, Snuggles, I think you can take a hit from Aggravation. So let's go ahead and use Brick Break on Celio. Alright, Snuggles goes further with Brick Break. Let's see how much that does. That does almost all of its HP. Alright, so Earthquake, when it hits, will do a lot of damage. Defense Curl, that is something that I'm slightly worried about, just because. Defense is raised, we're using Earthquake. Modest Nature, you know the drill right now. Yeah, sure, Celio went down as I predicted it would. Well, I would have predicted it would at least gotten half either way. Snuggles obviously didn't take that much damage, and as for Swalot, well, if it didn't use Defense Curl, it would have been more effective. But nonetheless, we get some experience for Aggravation and Snuggles, and I would like to get as much experience towards Mr. Aggravation or Miss Aggravation as soon as possible. And a Soul Rock. Wow, you're just giving me all these opportunities to completely whoop your ass, Mr. Afton. Alright, I'm going to use Return on Swalot just because I'm a little bit worried about that Defense Curl as well as the stat. Of course you use Defense Curl, Soul Rock! I can't even call you Mr. or Miss, you're just an it. Oh boy. Alright, Return and a critical. Nice job, Snuggles. That's awesome. Alright, Swalot goes down for the count. 360 XP for Aggravation and Snuggles. Alright, and Black Hole obviously gets double the amount of experience points. So, Donphan. Alright, this, okay, oh, I completely forgot that it had Levitate. It looks like it's levitating, and I forgot that it had Levitate. I am such a genius. Well, it is almost midnight, and you guys know that I love recording late at night because it's kind of the only time which I can do so. I'm not going to explain why right now, but I'm just going to say that I feel like recording at night would be the better choice for me. Because if you remember, a few episodes ago, 1285 rocked my socks. I meant, anyways, 1255 was an awesome night for me. I caught Bayonet in like a Pokeball at full HP, and that was like the greatest moment for me. And not the greatest moment for me right now is Snuggles fainting. Crap. Alright, I say we go ahead and send out good old Poseidon into field. Even though we already have another Pokemon that's named after a Greek god, I feel like Poseidon would be better for it because right now, I do want to go ahead and mention another thing. Soul Rock right there. It looks like it'd be something like a fire rock type, right? No. It is in fact a rock psychic type. And I find that very weird, and a lot of people who may get this wrong, honestly, I do not blame you in the slightest. Because, I'll be one to admit, I was one who thought that stuff too. For the longest time, I would always think that, you know, Soul Rock would be a Pokemon that would always, and it does honestly look like a Fire-type Pokemon, and it isn't. So when I found out that it wasn't, it really baffled my mind, and a lot of people may not have known that as well. So just for all of you who are curious about Solrock's real type, it is in fact a Rock Psychic. Alright, rollout, that really should not worry me at all. And holy crap! Damn! As soon as I say it shouldn't worry me in a slice, of course it does all that freaking damage beside, and I completely forgot that it even like started setting up that attack. Anyways, with that, Mr. Or rather, it goes down! Alright, and Aggravation is so close to level 42, but it cannot get there quite yet. Oh, that's so saddening. If only I still gave it the XP share, it will get the regular amount of experience from a battle. Alright, moving on to the second battle in the Tower Coliseum. We got ourselves a dude named Fepper. Fepper? Casual dude Fepper. Not even gonna question why you'd be named Pepper. It sounds like Felipe and Pepper or something like that. Anyways, Rhyhorn and Relicanth started with. Honestly, I am very A-okay with this. Alright, Aggravation and Snuggles. Once again, I would like to level up Aggravation. As for Snuggles, I feel like I should probably use a different Pokemon because Snuggles right now is the highest level Pokemon on our team. Alright, Iron Tail on Rhyhorn and Brick Break on Relicanth. That should not be able to one-shot Relicanth, and if it does, I'm going to be really surprised. But for the most part, it should take out a majority of its HP. Alright, so Icy Wind. Not really that much of a threat to me at all. Yeah, sure, you'll lower our speed, and honestly, as Pepper said at the beginning, he did say cut their speed and they're easy pickings. That is kind of true to his battle strategy here. He will be using moves that will lower your speed, such as Icy Wind. And Icy Wind, yeah, it is a good move to lower speed and all, but honestly, I still felt like Aurora Beam and Ice Beam would have been a better combination for Poseidon in general. Alright, Iron Tail did a lot of damage, but not exactly enough to make it count towards an actual kill. Body Slam, I'm really hoping it does not land a paralysis. Watch it land a paralysis. Of course it landed a paralysis! Of course! Oh god, okay. Earthquake, because Snuggles, I don't trust your paralysis. So, how about we go... You know, since we're using Earthquake, why don't we go ahead and send out our newly nicknamed Pokemon? Alright, Snuggles, come back. Athena, it's time to bring on the spotlight. Alright, and of course to use Rock Slide. Great. That is going to attack both of them, and that is not good in the slightest because Athena is obviously flying and is weak against rock types. It didn't do that much damage, but honestly, I worry for later on. Alright, but anyways, Aggravation and... No, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Ugh. Oh wait, what was I saying come on for? He was already at the end of the turn. God, I'm just not even paying attention right now. Alright, Steel Wing, no. I want to go ahead and use... Jeez, this is hard to decide, honestly. I think I want to use Earthquake, and then I'll use Steel Wing on Rhyhorn to take down Rhyhorn real fast. Relicanth is still the threat here, but I feel like we should just take out one at a time first. And hell yeah, our defense rose! Awesome! Alright. And Aggravation, oh my god, you are so close. Jeez, I cannot stress how much I want Aggravation to evolve, like crazy. Alright, Vigoroth, that's the next Pokemon, and Waterfall. Okay, that is worrisome. Oh boy, okay, I'm honestly debating that I should just go ahead and switch right now, just because I want Aggravation to at least level up in this fight. Alright, Relicanth. Yeah, it doesn't affect Athena, and Relicanth, do you go down? So close! So close! Oh boy. Okay, you know what? Even though I'm a... No, I'm not even gonna do that. I was gonna use a full restore just so I can get more XP from this fight, but honestly, it'd be wasting a very, very valuable resource, and I feel like it's not worth it. So we send out a Vigoroth. I say we go ahead and send out Legend. Yes, I want to send out Legend himself, because Legend is a legend, and I feel like it would be good to take out Vigoroth with. Steel Wing on Relicanth should be the one to take him down, and oh boy, okay, timing your focus, that isn't so good at all. Alright, Legend, let's see what you can do on your next turn, because right now you're just kind of looking there, you're kind of sitting there, standing there looking freaking epic as hell. And why did you miss? Come on, and oh no, Waterfall! I was really hoping that it would not use Waterfall. Yeah, it only did half and all, but still. Focus Punch is what I was worried about. Oh god, okay, yeah, tightening his focus. That means that he's preparing to use Focus Punch. Not a good thing to have against your Pokemon, of course. It does take a while to charge up, and it does fail if you get attacked by... Well, if you're using Focus Blast, or rather Focus Punch, and you get attacked while you're setting up for Focus Punch will no longer count, but it does do crazy damage Against Athena, it was ×1 because Athena is a normal flying, but still, that did a lot. So Flamethrower on Vigoroth because I want it dead. And Athena, if you can please pull through with Steel Wing again, that'd be great. Or at the very least, just use Flamethrower Arcanine and just take it down. Alright, let's see how this works. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Alright, awesome. I'm telling you guys, even though these Pokemon are lower level right now, our Pokemon are lower level right now in the fight than the ones that we're fighting right now, we are still whooping ass, even though we're kind of getting our ass slightly whooped, but it's not that worrisome, especially with Intimidate, because honestly, Athena right now, Steel Wing would probably be the last attack that you really use, because Mawile will just take him out easily with a special move called Flamethrower and Flame Blast, what am I saying? Fire Blast, and yes! Aggravation to level 42, it's awesome! Okay, now I really want this battle to be over as soon as possible, and damn, Black Clover level 39 as well, awesome! Okay, all these Pokemon are leveling up like crazy too. Yeah, I do understand that Athena and Legend do need to be leveled up a little bit more, but hey, they're the last ones to come in, so it only makes sense that they're a little bit lower level than the other Pokemon that we have, you know, just because I feel like that'd be logical. Alright, Flamethrower, let's see if this can one-shot. If it cannot, I'm gonna guess that Wing Attack should be the one to take down. But honestly, Mawile, if you survive this, I'm gonna be impressed. Yeah, not impressed, and very, very expected and predictable. Alright, so with that, we're gonna get XP for all of our Pokemon. And now, if Pepper can say his final words, or so talking about his plan to take away his speed did not work, or rather our speed. This is what I've been waiting for ever since episode 21. Are you ready, guys? It took half of the Let's Play, but now the nickname finally can make sense. Aggravation has evolved into Aggron. Aggron is an amazing Pokemon, and I've always loved it. It is one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 3, if not my absolute favorite. And it can just deal a really good amount of attack, as well as defense stat just being crazy. And now that our Pokemon are finally fully evolved, each and every one of them to their final forms, we no longer have to worry about evolving, and all the stats will just rise up gradually as we go along. And Gligar, kind of ironic that she has a Gligar, since we were talking earlier about Solrock's weird typing, and the same for Gligar, where I thought it was like a ground poison when it's honestly a ground flying. Or flying poison, and it was like, or something like that. But anyways, Aggravation looks so freaking badass on the field. Okay, Gligar, let's see. I want to use, I'm gonna go ahead and use Double Edge on the Pokemon on Gligar right there, and Brick Break on Cast Form. Alright, Sandstorm. A weather effect that will not affect Cast Form at all. Not even Weather Ball if I'm... Well, actually, wait, does it? I really don't know this, honestly. Let's see. Oh, it does! Okay! Wow, I completely forgot about that then. Excuse me for forgetting that one small, minuscule detail, but still, I just found that really nice, and... Really, man? Modest nature, guys. Modest nature. It just kills the hype, doesn't it? No, come on! Come on now. Okay, fine, and... I say we don't need to worry about Cast Form next turn, because he's gonna die anyways from the special Sandstorm that Gligar whipped up. Alright, so Iron Tail on Gligar, and Snuggles, you use Return right now. Swords Dance, a little bit worried about that, but only a very, very little bit worried, because if for some reason our double attack seems to fail, then that's when Gligar may just end up kicking our ass. But now, as you can see, Weather Ball did not do that much against Snuggles, and as for our Aggravation, didn't even affect it. Well, of course it didn't affect it, because it was only attacking one, but I was mainly talking about Sandstorm as well, because Sandstorm does not affect certain types, such as Rock, Steel, and Ground, obviously. Anyways, Return and Iron Tail took down Gligar, and the next turn, Cast Form will be taken down by the Sandstorm that is currently in effect. And a Dugtrio as the next Pokemon. Okay. For this, I want to first see Cast Form slowly die of Sandstorm, be all sad, and just go down to the floor. Yeah, I know, it's really cruel, but hey, I just gotta be cruel sometimes, and that's honestly what late night recording sessions do for you. Alright, so now I want to go ahead and as soon as, yeah, Cacturn, I had a feeling that she would use Cacturn. I would like to go ahead and switch out Aggravation. Yeah, I know it sounds weird that I'm switching out Aggravation as soon as I was hyping about it and all, but let's go ahead and quickly review its stats real quick. As you can see, massive defense. It is almost near 200, while the other stats are barely near 80, except for attack, which is almost triple digits, but not quite there yet. I'm telling you guys, Aggravation is a freaking wall, as he's a wall, and he's super cool as hell. So anyways, Poseidon, I'm going to send you out so you can deal with Doug Trio, and Snuggles, you can deal with Cactus on your own, can't you? Alright, Aggravation, that's enough, come back. As awesome as you are, I don't feel like I would need you right now. Alright, Poseidon, let's see what you can do on the battlefield right now. Substitute. Oh, that's a little bit worrying, honestly. Alright, Substitute. It takes away 25% of your HP, if I'm not mistaken, and it converts it into a Substitute, meaning no matter how much damage is input towards that Pokemon, this Substitute will take all the damage, and would just simply count as an extra way to either waste a turn, or just let the effects of a status effect, like, you know, burning or poison, just take effect. It is a cheap way and all that, but hey, I'm not going to complain that much. Alright, so Ice Beam and Return. That should be a good combination of Magnitude. Oh, God, okay. Oh, God, Magnitude. That is a scary move, depending on how much the Magnitude is. Yeah, I had a feeling Snuggles was going to faint right there. Obviously, it was, because Snuggles is very low in HP from the get-go. Oh, boy. Okay, Athena, I'm going to send you out right now. Hey, Poseidon and Athena, the two gods are out on the battlefield. Let's see what chaos they can bring to this puny little place that they made called Earth. Alright, Ice Beam, that should take out the Substitute right now. And as for next turn, Ice Beam and Wing Attack should be the good way to go. It's a very simple and easy way to do this. Alright, the Sandstorm rages. Obviously, the Pokemon except Dugtrio are going to take damage, but that's completely okay. Alright, Ice Beam once again on Dugtrio, and I'm going to go ahead and use Wing Attack right now. Uproar. Okay, thank God you were not using Substitute once again. Alright, Uproar, that really did not do a whole lot, nor will it ever matter just because, just saying, Dugtrio, you're going to die very soon. Wing Attack may not do a whole lot. Let's take a look right now. Damn, it actually did a lot more than I was expecting. But regardless, even if it didn't do as much, Ice Beam would have been one to send you to your grave. Hey, at least I can say he dug his own grave since he was kind of coming out of the ground in the first place. Okay, and with all that, we have defeated the third battle here in the Realgam Tower. And finally, the final battle in the Tower Coliseum, with that epic fanfare beginning the fight, and of course, the music that will play during the fight. And because I would like to listen to it, and I would like you guys to listen to it again for old time's sake, I'm going to stay quiet right now. Alright, I said it's enough listening for now. You'll be able to listen to it in the background, obviously, but I just raised the volume before a little bit so you guys can hear the awesome music that is this music, which obviously back in Pokemon Coliseum was only just the beginning first course, and now they had the entire thing, which was originally Pokemon Coliseum, the main boss theme for all the Cypher admins. Alright, and we'll accept Mirror B, of course. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and use Ice Beam on Swellow and Flamethrower on Skarmory. As you saw, they both have the ability to use Sky Attack, and that is going to be deadly. Seriously, Sky Attack is so freaking awesome. Damn, as you saw right there, 90 freaking damage, and Legend also flinched. That is really bad. Oh, God. Okay, I'm really hoping Skarmory attacks Poseidon, because then Arcanine can use Fire Blast or Flamethrower, whatever I prefer, honestly, at the time that we're going to start the move. Rather start the turn, and see if we can at least take down Skarmory, because honestly, his Pokemon are a threat. Sky Attack is a signature move for this guy, and it is crazy powerful, as you guys have seen from Athena. Alright, so no! Legend! No! Oh, is he reaching out its paw in defeat? That was the first time I believe that Legend has fainted. Oh man, this just left a bitter feeling in my mouth. Oh god. Okay, Snuggles. You're not going to be able to do that much damage against Skarmory, sadly, so I'm going to leave you on return duty on Noctowl. Ice Beam on Skarmory will not necessarily do a whole lot right now. Yeah, 1/3. If it could really be frozen, that'd be great, but of course it can. And Agility, oh boy. Sky Attack and Agility. The two most dreaded things that I fear. And Psychic, that's not that bad of a move, honestly. On a Pokemon like Noctowl, it's a weird move to have, and it can be very beneficial later on should you have a more competitive team. And it's a good thing to have an extra random type of an extra move added to the Pokemon, just so then it could be, like, you know, a little bit out there. I mean, I sure as hell did before with Swallow having Shockwave when it was a complete poison type. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and use... Icy once again on Skarmory, and return on Noctowl. That's pretty much all I can think of right now, and oh jeez, okay, that is scary. If I can please get a crit, Pokemon, crit. Oh! Freeze. Oh god, okay. Everybody's using Sky Attack right now. That is not good. Noctowl goes down, so of course Sky Attack will not be used against him. Rather she will not be able to use Sky Attack against us. But it still leaves a bitter feeling in my mouth that Skarmory is going to pull off yet another deadly Sky Attack. And Poseidon goes all through 42 and can learn Haze. Honestly, Haze, while it is yet another freaking Ice type move, it can eliminate all stat changes, but I'm not interested in a move like that when I prefer Poseidon to be more of a offensive type of Pokemon. Or an offensive type of Pokemon, my bad, not offensive, offensive. Alright, so his last Pokemon is a Murkrow. Alright, that we can take out easily. We can take down Murkrow easily with Ice Beam and Skarmory. I'm going to use Brick Break on Sky Attack. Alright, this is going to hurt. I'm like squinting my eyes right now. Let's see how much damage this does against Poseidon. That's not going to do that. Oh god, for Poseidon standards though. Jeez, that did a lot. Yeah, go ahead and blow your eyes, Murkrow, but it's not going to matter because Ice Beam should take you down. Indeed it did. Alright, perfect. And Murkrow's just all get like growing and stuff because it was fainting, and it's adorable to a degree, but honestly, we have no heart. Skarmory was taken down by Brick Break just as I wanted. And with that, after you obtain some extra XP points here, we have not only defeated Cool Trainer Malix, but we also have to complete the first part of the Tower Coliseum. Congratulations for winning your challenge. What a marvelous run of battles! Here's your prize money of $8,320! Damn! I completely forgot that they gave you that much money for that. I thought it was be like somewhere around 5,000. But yeah, the higher level of a challenge that you accept, the more money you get. So now we have a whopping 26,209 Poké Dollars. We can buy an entire life supply of Moo Moo Milk with that. But more importantly than the money, we also obtained the TM49 Snatch. I will be going over the extra TMs that you'll get in the next episode. And speaking of the next episode, I say we move back to Citadark Isle in the next episode. It was a well-needed vacation, and I had a lot of fun commentating all these battles here, even if it may have been a little bit quiet at some points just because I didn't have much to talk about. But other than that, I say we got a lot done today. We got ahead and nicknamed our Pokemon. I showed off the Realgam Tower, or rather the Coliseum challenges in Realgam Tower, and yeah. So next time on Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more Coliseum battles here so I can show off the extra TMs that you can get as well. And then I say we head back to Citadark Isle to continue pursuing the boss of Cyber, which is Master Gale himself, and take down the Shadow Production plant, or rather the Shadow Pokemon, once and for all. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.